Welcome to the launch of the new Spectre Lettings, the most significant evolution of our lettings platform to date. It's no secret the lettings landscape is undergoing a seismic shift. And if you're a letting agent, your ability to win and retain the right kind of landlord will be the single biggest determinant of your agency's future value. And that's exactly why we've redeveloped Spectre Lettings, the most advanced lettings prospecting platform on the market, designed to connect you with key landlords and win you more instructions. We were the first to market to provide a direct mail prospecting solution built specifically for letting agents, but we knew we could do more. What if letting agents could not only use their own data, but uncover all of the landlord opportunities in their area? What if they could get deep insight into those landlords, understand their current portfolio size, health, and strategy to win them? And what if a solution could take all of that information and identify exactly who to target, when, and how, and then execute that plan in the blink of an eye? Well, that's exactly what we're launching today. We have taken everything we've learned from working with top letting agents across the country, and we've rebuilt Spectre Lettings from the ground up. The result? A platform that gives you the UK's most complete view of the landlord market. Smart AI that tells you exactly who to target, when to do it, and what to say. And the tools to execute instruction-winning marketing campaigns and seamless journeys across every channel, both online and offline, that provide a serious return on investment. This is not just a lettings add-on. Spectre Lettings is a purpose-built platform designed to help you grow your portfolio proactively, not passively, using the smartest tech and the most comprehensive landlord data in the industry. All in one place, all working together to help you grow your lettings portfolio like never before. Let's show you what it can do.
Effective prospecting starts with one thing: knowing who to go after. You might have landlords saved in your CRM. Maybe you trawl through the portal spotting what's new on the market. But for most letting agents, the view is very limited. And let's be honest, the cost of getting hold of new landlord information has become a real pain. We know many of you were buying land registry title deeds, and those cost more than doubled to £7 a title deed at the end of last year. Buying title deeds just to write directly to a landlord is expensive. So without a full connected view of your local landlord market, you're fighting an uphill battle. But today, that all changes. Spectre Lettings has all the data you could possibly need to target landlords. That gives you access to thousands of landlords, both local to you and across the UK. But it's not just business names. It's their business address, their contact details, their entire portfolio, and their current lettings agent, available right at your fingertips. And the best part, all this data is available completely free as part of Spectre Lettings. In fact, that's over £15,000 worth of landlord data per branch at no extra cost. It's the clearest, most complete picture of landlord activity available anywhere, and it's built for action. Most agents are sitting on a goldmine of missed opportunity. Now, with Spectre Lettings, you'll have the tools to unlock it. Let's dive in. Spectre's proprietary database contains 3 powerful datasets. First, you'll find live on-market listings, including full addresses, current agent, and time on market for each property. Next, we've included a corporate landlords database, providing company names, contact details, and verified portfolio sizes. Finally, you'll have access to competitor-managed stock, identifying tenanted properties managed by other agencies. We feed the dataset with billions of data points every single day. To pinpoint exactly which properties each landlord owns, we start with official commercial data from Land Registry and Companies House, the UK's most reliable ownership sources. Then we go further. Once we've mapped out a landlord's portfolio, we enrich each property with a wealth of data to build a detailed picture of its size, condition, location, and estimated rental value. Ordnance Survey helps us understand size and layout. The EPC register gives us insight into condition, and sources like Royal Mail, the Office for National Statistics, and local councils, including HMO licensing, help us assess everything from postcode level accuracy to demographics and planning history. We even factor in school catchments, transport links, and broadband speeds. All of this powers our valuation models, delivering far more accurate rental estimates than anyone else. The result? A clearer view of every landlord's portfolio and a smarter way to prioritise your best opportunities. But where does the real power come into play? By combining our dataset with your own, Spectre Lettings will enrich your existing data with additional layers automatically, matching internal records with live market activity to provide deep insights like never before. To make this data a true intelligence powerhouse, you can import your own contact database, stress tested to upload over 60,000 contacts at a time. Or even better, Spectre Lettings integrates with your CRM data, like street.co.uk, for a seamless, real-time data sync to ensure your information is always up to date. In this example, John Slater has been a landlord in your CRM for some time. You've got their email address, phone number, and the address of the 2 properties you manage for them. But in most systems, the knowledge stops there. Spectre enriches this data to go beyond the individual and looks at the commercial opportunity. In fact, Spectre has uncovered that this landlord actually has 5 more properties in your area and 15 outside, providing the opportunity for you to expand your portfolio in ways which you previously had no visibility on. In early testing, Spectre uncovered scenarios like this time and time again for estate agents trialling the software, allowing them to target their ideal landlords in ways previously unimaginable. It's Spectre data. It's your data. It's a complete intelligence powerhouse. Other platforms give you fragments. Spectre Lettings is the only platform that gives you access to the full story. And the real power comes when you combine our data with your own. But of course, in order to truly understand whether a landlord is the right fit for your agency, you need to go beyond a name and an address. You need context. You need insight. And it needs to be simple to understand. So that's what we've built. All the data you could possibly need to choose your next plan of attack, beautifully packaged in one easily digestible page. Let's take a look at landlord profiles. Packed with hundreds of data points, the landlord profile unearths key information such as portfolio size and value, estimated rent roll, current yield, and any associated agents. Property status instantly reveals what's tenanted and what's not, while property type clearly indicates the type of properties they focus on. In the portfolio growth section, you'll quickly get a view of each landlord's ambition, whether they're serious investors showing exponential year-on-year growth, which can indicate whether a landlord is actively leveraging mortgages, signalling opportunities for financial services upsell. You'll see exactly which letting agents they currently work with, and if they're loyal to one or spreading their stock across multiple competitors. Finally, we've included rent bandings and occupancy breakdown, so you can see if they focus on residential, HMO, or student lets at a glance. As you can see, there's a plethora of data available to you, beautifully laid out for any landlord in the UK. Armed with so much intelligence, it'll make targeting your next landlord easier and more effective than ever. But that's not all. Spectre Lettings takes it a few steps further, with 3 killer features that turn data into instructions. First, we've built a complex algorithm to provide an opportunity score, giving you an idea if the landlord will be willing to switch to your agency specifically, and most importantly, if they are worth approaching. This score is derived from hundreds of factors, including their portfolio size, recent listing or purchase activity, postcode sector matching, and more, intelligently analysed to rate both the likelihood of them considering the move and if they're the right fit for your agency. Next, portfolio condition tells you what state their portfolio is in. This is particularly useful to understand whether the properties are well maintained or in need of improvement. And finally, perhaps the most exciting addition, through the power of AI, Spectre Lettings provides an in-depth summary, wrapping up hundreds of data points into a few short but impactful points to provide key information at a glance. It's your go-to expert for any landlord in the UK and will have you armed with all the information and context you need in seconds. Landlord Profiles lets you go even further, with maps for a visual representation of where their properties are and the timeline of when they acquired each property. Agents trialling an early beta test of Spectre Lettings were particularly excited to be able to identify landlords with properties just outside their patch, expanding their reach and ability to pursue expansion or referral opportunities between multi-branch agencies or networks. The Properties tab displays the landlord's individual properties, alongside photos, additional information, rent price, and EPC details. You can drill down by property type and even generate a property report in one click, giving you beautifully branded, data-rich collateral to impress the landlord. Activity will show the history of any letters sent to the landlord for any property in their portfolio. And for more complex portfolios, the Portfolio Structure tab breaks down any management structures in place, highlighting if the landlord structures their portfolio using multiple SPV entities. Spectre Lettings goes beyond contact information. It's your prospecting playbook, tailored to every landlord, so you can reach out with confidence. You'll know instantly if this is a landlord worth going after, and how to approach them. For example, if the portfolio condition reveals several properties with a low EPC rating, D or below, and some are vacant, this landlord is potentially struggling with compliance and lost income. With the Renters Reform Bill coming, this is crucial. You could send a targeted piece on your agency's proactive approach to compliance, showcasing services for EPC upgrades and quickly filling vacant properties. And if the agent breakdown shows they're using different agencies and their properties are in lower rent bands than local comparables, they'll likely need a single, more effective solution. You could position your agency as the one-stop solution, demonstrating how you achieve higher rental yields and simplify their entire portfolio management. This is real market intelligence, and it's completely actionable. We all know the profile and expectations of landlords are changing, and with that change comes a need for you to adapt. Landlords are becoming more professional, so a more professional approach to your communications is required, and one channel stands tall amongst them all. LinkedIn has long been the channel of choice for networking with executives. The top agents are ahead of the game in this regard. They're already benefiting from expanding their network, connecting and building relationships with their audience in ways that smaller and mid-market agencies have been slow to adapt to. And they're utilising the best practices which have been in play within B2B software industries for quite some time. And now, with our latest update, Spectre allows you to level this playing field, thanks to our direct LinkedIn integration, identifying and connecting you with the profiles of your most relevant audiences. Now, you can quickly find the LinkedIn profile of companies or contacts directly from within Spectre Lettings, wherever you see the LinkedIn icon. No browser extensions or complicated workarounds needed, just instant access to the profiles you want to do business with, so you can easily follow, connect, or message in just a few clicks. It's our view that LinkedIn is hugely underutilized in our industry. With landlords becoming more professional, Spectre Lettings opens up an entire new channel for you to demonstrate your expertise and grow your market share. With all this data and information, you could easily fall down a rabbit hole. How do you know who to go after and what to say when they do answer? As a busy agent, you need to be able to focus your efforts on the low-hanging fruit and turn opportunity into revenue. Our next update is set to give you the solution. Introducing Nudges, a game-changing new feature built to turn your teams into a prospecting powerhouse, complete with AI-powered signals to pinpoint exactly the right person to target at the right time with the right message. For most agencies, You'll likely equip your team with daily prospecting lists to target new business. At best, you'll have some indication that they may be interested, but more often than not, you're either calling blind or spending significant time researching and aimlessly contacting landlord after landlord. With no real clarity on who to call or why, your team are faced with finding a needle in a haystack. That's where Nudges comes in. Nudges is your daily AI-powered call list, curated specifically for your team. Spectre Lettings connects to your CRM or imported landlord data and works in the background, scanning for new landlord and market activity every day. When a landlord's opportunity score reaches its optimal point, Nudges surfaces that opportunity to you, complete with at-a-glance information on the number of properties in their portfolio, monthly rent roll, and portfolio value. And the best part, Nudges not only identifies the warmest opportunities most likely to switch, but it also highlights the reason to get in touch, arming your team with a range of information to make the conversation worthwhile. Let's take a look at how it works. In Nudges, you'll see a dynamic list of new landlord opportunities triggered by key market events like upcoming rent reviews, newly listed rental properties, or price reductions. Each opportunity is clearly outlined, showing the size and value of the landlord's portfolio, along with an AI-generated summary that clearly explains the status of the opportunity. Clicking into the opportunity brings up an AI-generated summary that gives you instant context, so you know exactly what's going on and how best to follow up. Here, we can see the property has been on the market for a week, and although you previously listed the property some time ago and will have the landlord's information, it's now with another agent. This is your chance to win that landlord back and potentially secure instructions on the rest of their portfolio, which isn't currently on the market but sits within your patch. At the top, you'll find the landlord's contact details, including their name, email, and phone number. You'll also find a LinkedIn button if you'd like to connect directly or learn more about their background. So if it looks like a phone call is your best move, pick up the phone. Sometimes that's a whole lot more powerful than waiting for a letter to land. Once you've had the conversation, you can add quick notes to the opportunity and move to the next step, depending on the outcome, so you can follow up appropriately in the future with a full activity trail. Suddenly, instead of your team wasting time trawling through cold data, every morning they can log into a focused list of hot leads ready to go. They'll be able to not only see the opportunity in front of them, but also the reason to pick up the phone. Imagine how productive your team could be with a list of who they should call, why now's the right time, and even what to say to kick off the conversation, all without lifting a finger. This is taking the abundance of information that you're sitting on and highlighting the most opportune moment to reach out and what to discuss to open the door for the best possible chance of success in winning new business. Let's take a closer look. In this example, Spectre has pulled in all the information on this landlord from your CRM. They had a valuation on one property a year ago, but the lead went cold. You suspect it is listed by your competitor, but can't be sure. With it being an opportunity 12 months ago, chances are you'd let this lead go cold. With Spectre, your strategy dramatically changes. As it's been 12 months since their last valuation, Spectre's opportunity score kicks into gear, presenting the landlord right at the top of your to-do list as a lead most likely to switch. And thanks to our data enrichment, Spectre has also unearthed that they have been active in the market recently and now own 4 additional properties in your patch. Spectre's identified that they have 2 of these properties listed with your direct competitor. This presents a huge opportunity to increase your market share and consolidate their management. A win-win for everyone. Spectre's Nudges uses the power of AI to provide an expert summary of the landlord's position, so you go into the conversation with all the information you need to move this ordinarily transactional conversation to one of a huge revenue potential for your agency. So not only does this valuation opportunity give you a warm reason to check in, but you've got the information in your back pocket to expand the opportunity like never before. Now you can lead with, "It's been 12 months since our last conversation. We've recently let out a property in that area. Yields have increased 15% in the last year alone," Would you like to arrange a new appraisal? And seal the deal with, I also see you've been busy in the market. Landlords like you are seeing real benefits from a consolidated managed service. I'd love to talk you through how we can save you time and money. No guesswork, no wasted time, just smart, strategic outreach, ready to go. Your team opens their laptop and knows exactly where to focus. This is how you convert those high-value leads and get landlords over the line. As we touched on earlier, Spectre has evolved beyond direct marketing. It's now an all-in-one marketing solution for letting agents, combining email marketing, property reports, and social media. But we haven't forgotten where it all started. Direct mail remains one of the most powerful and proven ways to reach and convert landlords. And with the launch of Spectre Lettings, it's now faster, smarter, and more impactful than ever before. Need to send a one-off letter? It's just a click away, whether from a nudge or directly from a landlord's profile. You'll be taken to our brand new Lettings specific template library, where you can browse your pre-built content, generate letter content using Spectre AI, and now even toggle between letters and postcards, all from one streamlined interface. Looking to build long-term brand awareness? That's where Spectre Campaigns comes in. Get a bird's eye view of your local stock with our intuitive map, filter to the exact properties you want to target, for example, targeting properties managed by a competitor in a specific area, and layer in Spectre's propensity to let, our latest AI model designed to pinpoint landlords who are most likely to take action. This model is so powerful, in fact, that it's 13 times more accurate than manual targeting, helping you make every credit count. We've also brought some of our most loved features from Spectre Sales into Spectre Lettings and given them a powerful upgrade. Spectre was the first solution in the industry to introduce AI content generation for estate agents. Now we've made it even more sophisticated, with an updated language model trained specifically for lettings, and new prompting options to help you fine-tune tone, message, and intent. And yes, 2020 campaigns are available for lettings too. They've been supercharged with propensity to let, so you can focus on the landlords most likely to engage, making your campaign smarter, more targeted, and more cost-effective. Even better, postcards can now be used with triggers, giving you an eye-catching, physical way to land your message right on the doormat. Plus, we've added a brand new postcard library to make creating and sending them easier than ever. When it comes to automation, we've added even more trigger options for rent reviews, in line with the upcoming Renters' Rights Bill. This gives you greater flexibility to reach landlords at exactly the right time in the tenancy cycle, with the same level of personalisation and control you'd expect from Spectre. Letting agencies who win instructions consistently have one thing in common. They don't wait. They stay front of mind. They build trust. And they're there when the moment's right. Spectre Lettings gives you the tools to do just that, with automated campaigns triggered by real-world activity. Whether it's a property going live, a tenancy approaching a rent review, or a rental price dropping. And with our personalisation options, every touchpoint feels tailored, and at every opportunity reaches the landlord at their address. And of course, our built-in anti-embarrassment safeguards ensure your brand is always protected. Choose whether to send to the rental property with a tenant-safe message, or skip it entirely. No duplicates, no awkward dear first name slips, just smart, professional outreach every time. It's the automation you need with the intelligence and control your brand deserves. This is direct mail for letting agents. Revolutionized.
So, you've got the best data. AI is telling you who, when, and how to target, but you still need to put it into practice. Prospecting has evolved. It's no secret that attention spans are shortening and competition for eyeballs is intense. If you want to succeed, your marketing strategies can't afford to stand still. The agents who win leverage multiple marketing channels, executing hyper-personalised, seamless journeys and campaigns from letterbox to inbox to raise their brand awareness, generate more leads, and win market share. Picture this scenario. A letter from your 2020 campaign lands on the doormat, inviting the landlord to scan a QR code. They're taken to a branded instant valuation landing page, tailored exclusively for landlords through Spectre Property Reports. They enter one of their rental property details and receive a beautiful, insight-rich property report with estimated rental value and annual rental yield surfaced alongside rich property information, comparables, and market data to back it up. They also check out your Instagram profile and see a profile full of recently let properties automatically generated by Spectre social media. Their info syncs into your street.co.uk CRM and triggers a tailored Spectre email sequence, raising more awareness about your agency. You connect on LinkedIn, where they see updates on the market from your company profile, while you send messages back and forth about the latest news in the area. All the while, Spectre's sending emails, letters, and postcards where they receive helpful insight, testimonials, or relevant stock they might be interested in acquiring. They've just had a rental price reduction on their listing with your competitor, and you're ready to strike, with an alert by nudges to reach out by phone, and you know exactly how to frame the conversation. You've been there at the right time with the right message to win their business. Every step is branded to your agency. Every message feels timely and personal. And every campaign is working in the background to convert landlords so you don't have to chase. Letting agents have long faced the challenge to sustainably win and retain landlords. The industry is changing, and with it, the focus on your lettings book has become more important than ever before. Spectre Lettings and the entire Spectre marketing suite is the new standard in estate agency marketing, a step change in the connected power of all the tools at your disposal and the data at your fingertips. If you've ever searched for the answer of how to increase the valuation of your business and grow your managed portfolio, then Spectre is the answer you've been looking for. So if you're ready to stop waiting for the landlords to come to you and start going after the ones that matter most, now is the time to try Spectre. Book a call with one of our experts today at spectre.uk.com.